What your choice says about you. You're about to choose between three elephants, orange, purple, or blue. Simple enough, right? But what if that choice isn't random? What if the image you feel most drawn to quietly reflects something you've never said out loud, not even to yourself? The elephant has long been a symbol of memory, strength, intuition, and deep emotional intelligence. Revered in myths, religions, and ancient tales, it walks between the worlds of instinct and insight. But today, this sacred symbol becomes something else, a mirror. Inspired by the ideas of Carl Jung, this visual test is more than just a fun curiosity. Jung believed that we're guided by symbols, ancient universal images that speak to the soul. He called them archetypes, and he believed they lived inside all of us, passed down through generations as part of the collective unconscious. According to Jung, when you're drawn to a particular image, color, or symbol, that attraction is not surface level. It's a whisper from the deeper self. So when you choose an elephant and feel pulled toward one specific color, posture, or vibe, what you're actually choosing is a version of yourself you may not have fully met yet. This isn't about right or wrong. There's no best elephant. There's only the one that speaks to something within you. A longing, a truth, a part of you that's ready to be seen. So take a moment, breathe, let go of logic just for a second. Look at the three elephants. Don't overthink, just feel. Which one calls to you? Which one stirs something subtle but real inside your chest? Choose with your heart, and then discover what that choice reveals, because sometimes the quietest decisions speak the loudest truths. What are archetypes, and why did Jung believe in them so deeply? Carl Jung believed that beneath all the things that make us unique, our personalities, histories, and quirks, there are deeper patterns we all share. He called these patterns archetypes, universal themes or characters that live within the human psyche. Think of the wise old man, the hero, the shadow, the mother. These aren't just roles in myths or movies. They're inner energies we carry, often without realizing. Each archetype holds its own motivations, fears, strengths, and wounds. For Jung, archetypes weren't invented, they were discovered. They emerge across cultures, religions, and time periods. A child in Brazil might dream of flying just like a child in Japan. A mother's instinct to protect, a warrior's need for purpose, a seeker's longing for meaning. All of these are echoes of archetypes we've inherited through the collective unconscious. But here's the beautiful part. Jung believed that our lives are a journey of individuation, the process of becoming whole, and that process involves meeting these archetypes inside us, understanding which ones are active, which are hiding, and which are asking to come alive. Even small choices, like which color or image we're drawn to, can reflect the deeper archetypes influencing us at a soul level. That's what makes a simple visual test so powerful. It's not just a game, it's a doorway. So when you pick your elephant, you're not just choosing an image, you're inviting a conversation with your inner world. How the test works: choose your elephant. Now comes the moment of choice. In front of you are three elephants, one orange, one purple, and one blue. Each one holds a unique energy, and each one connects with a specific archetype buried deep within your psyche. Don't try to analyze. This isn't a logical decision. This is about resonance. What stirs your gut, not your brain. Let your eyes gently scan each elephant. Notice which one grabs your attention first, or maybe which one feels calmest to you. Maybe it's a color that speaks to you, or a posture that feels familiar. Maybe you're not sure why you're drawn to it, and that's okay. That's usually a sign the message runs deep. This isn't a quiz with scores or results. It's a reflection. Take a breath. Let your body guide you. Then, make your choice. The elephant you choose may reveal a part of you that's been hidden, waiting to be acknowledged. And once you see it, you might never unsee it again. Ready? Let's meet the elephants. The orange elephant, the creative flame, and the courage to be seen. If you chose the orange elephant, you are drawn to energy, warmth, and boldness. Whether consciously or not, you are a soul of expression, a fire starter with a deep hunger for connection, creativity, and authenticity. This elephant is tied to the creator archetype, the one who brings ideas to life. who feels most alive when transforming feeling into form. This could show up through art, storytelling, teaching, movement, entrepreneurship, any space where energy flows outward in an expressive, original way. Your strengths, you radiate passion. You might not always realize it, but your energy lights others up. You have a natural magnetism when you're in your element, especially when you're speaking from the heart. You inspire others simply by being yourself. You are imaginative and intuitive. You see possibilities others miss. You're often the first to feel a shift in the air or sense what someone needs before they ask. You're tuned in to beauty, to people, to the unseen spark behind things. Your wounds. Like any flame, your energy is powerful, but also vulnerable to burnout or rejection. You may have learned early on that being too much isn't always welcome. Maybe your ideas were dismissed. Maybe your passion was misunderstood. As a result, you might dim your light in some settings. You may fear being too loud, too emotional, or too intense. Or as, on the flip side, you might overperform, constantly trying to prove your worth through output and passion. Your challenge, your invitation, is to burn without burning out. Even when it's uncomfortable, to express without needing applause, to create because it's who you are, not because you need to be validated. You are not here to be average, you are here to ignite. But first, you must believe that your flame is enough, even when no one's watching. Reflection. Questions. Where are you holding back your voice or creative power? What would happen if you let yourself be truly visible without apology? What is the message you feel most called to share with the world? 5. The Purple Elephant, the Silent Sage and the Inner Alchemist, 850 words. If the purple elephant drew you in, you're likely a soul of depth, intuition, and mystery. You are someone who senses layers others don't see. Someone who listens between the lines and finds meaning where others see noise. This elephant reflects the sage and the magician archetypes. You may not seek the spotlight, but your wisdom is potent. You're a thinker, a seeker, an inner traveler, drawn to the unseen, the symbolic, the sacred. Your strengths. You carry the kind of wisdom that can't be taught in school. It's a knowing that lives in your bones. Whether it comes through dreams, insights, or stillness, you often just know things without needing explanation. You are highly intuitive. You may feel emotionally porous at times, as if you absorb energies from your surroundings. This sensitivity can be a superpower when used with boundaries. You're also likely drawn to the esoteric, astrology, psychology, spirituality, or ancient texts. You don't just want answers. You want truth. Your wounds. Because you experience life so deeply, you may feel misunderstood or isolated. You might struggle with feeling like an outsider, someone who sees too much, feels too much, or just doesn't quite fit into the surface-level world. You may also hide parts of yourself, your intuition, your insight, for fear of being seen as strange, too sensitive, or irrational. There can also be a tendency to overthink, retreat, or numb out when the outer world feels too harsh. Your journey is to trust your inner voice and share it, even when it feels like no one else will understand, even when silence seems safer. You are not here to hide. You are here to illuminate the unseen, for yourself and for others. Let your magic out. The world is starving for your kind of truth. Reflection. Questions. What parts of your wisdom have you been hiding? Where in your life are you choosing safety over truth? What would change if you believed your inner knowing was sacred? The Blue Elephant, the guardian of calm and truth. If you felt drawn to the blue elephant, your soul is guided by peace, empathy, and emotional truth. You are the calm in the storm, the quiet presence that makes others feel safe, seen, and accepted. This elephant aligns with the caregiver and observer archetypes. You may not always speak the loudest, but your energy speaks volumes. You're someone who listens with your whole body, who values sincerity over spectacle, and who finds meaning in stillness. Your strengths. You're deeply attuned to people's emotions, often more than they realize. You can walk into a room and feel the emotional temperature instantly. You offer comfort without words. Just being near you often makes others breathe easier. You're also grounded and trustworthy. You're not quick to react and you don't chase drama. You move from a place of inner steadiness, even if your heart feels soft and sensitive. Your wounds. Because you hold space for others, you may struggle to hold space for yourself. You might suppress your own feelings to avoid conflict or keep the peace. You may even lose yourself in relationships, giving so much that you forget your own needs. You may have learned that your value lies in being useful, calm, or agreeable, not in being fully yourself. Your challenge. Your path is about reclaiming your voice and your emotional truth, not just supporting others, but honoring your own boundaries, needs, and desires. You don't have to disappear to be loved. You are allowed to take up space, gently but fully. Reflection questions. Where are you silencing yourself to keep the peace? What emotions have you been ignoring or avoiding? What would it feel like to express your truth without fear? Final reflection. Your choice as a mirror. Whichever elephant you chose, there is no right or wrong, only resonance. Your choice wasn't about preference, it was about recognition. That elephant, and the archetype it carries, mirrors something within you. A trait that's active, a gift that's awakening, or maybe a wound ready to be healed. Jung taught that becoming whole isn't about becoming someone new. It's about reclaiming the parts of ourselves we've lost, ignored, or buried. He called this process individuation, the art of becoming fully, authentically you. Your elephant speaks to that process. It reveals where you are on your path. It whispers to the part of you that's been waiting for acknowledgement. Maybe you recognized yourself clearly in your elephant's description, or maybe it surprised you. Either way, take a moment to sit with it. Let it marinate. Ask yourself, what did I feel while reading? What part of me stirred, even slightly? What truth do I want to carry forward from this? Symbols are more than decorations, they are portals. And this choice you made? It was more than a moment. It was a mirror. So keep it with you. Not as an answer, but as a reminder. You are deeper than you seem. You are becoming as more you with every step. Purposeful call to action. Share your truth. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which elephant chose you, and why do you think it did? What part of the description hit closest to home? Was it a strength you've always known, or a wound you hadn't put into words before? Did your choice affirm something in you, or awaken something new? This is your space to reflect, to express, to connect. Your story could resonate deeply with someone else reading the comments. Maybe they chose the same elephant. Maybe they see themselves in your words. When we speak our truth, we invite others to do the same. And in doing that, we create community. So go ahead. Write down what you felt. Don't worry about sounding deep or wise. Just be real. Because your voice, your experience, matters here. And someone out there is waiting to read it. Let's build a thread of stories, truths, and awakenings, one elephant at a time.